Well, joining me now from Philadelphia in the United States is Hazem al-Halaq, whose brother's body is one of those documented in the Amnesty report. Thanks so much for being with us. I know that your brother suffered some serious, horrific injuries. Do you know what happened to him?
Yes, my brother, Dr. Halaq, he was on the way home from his practice, and he was kidnapped by the Shabiha, and then was taken to the security forces building, the Mukhabarat, on Wednesday night. On Thursday morning, he calls his friends and assures them that he'll be okay. He recently visited the United States, so he thought it's going to be just questions about his visit to the United States. However, on Friday evening around 6 o'clock, his body was found somewhere in a ditch, hidden in a ditch 20 kilometers outside Aleppo in Medina called the Sphire. His body was taken to the coroner office in Aleppo with heavy security, and then his family was contacted.
I know that the government claims that your brother... I'm so sorry to interrupt. I was saying I know that the government has claimed that your brother killed himself, that he hanged himself, but you are led to believe, and you've seen pictures that prove otherwise.
Felicia, this is a very good question. I want to make this clear. He was taken at Wednesday, okay? On Thursday morning, he called his friends. He called his friends from the Mukhabarat. His friend visited him in the Mukhabarat, okay? 2, they talked to his wife and his daughter on Thursday, and they told her that he'll be released tomorrow because he's such a prominent doctor and important to the country, okay? 3, his nurse practitioner called Damascus, one of his high-ranking patients, and asked about him, and he confirmed that he was in custody. In addition, the family friend, which is a member of the parliament, also checked and confirmed he was in custody. The Mukhabarat told his wife he was in custody. What else do you need? He was confirmed he was in custody, and then when they found him, they called the family and they said, we found him dead, and they start spreading all these rumors, and true and substantiated rumors. So basically, and then when the autopsy came to, when the coroner came to do the autopsy, they brought their own coroner with pre-typed, pre-signed report. Even though this happened, one of the other doctors insisted on doing the autopsies, and it was horrific. He was gouged everywhere. His eyes were gouged, okay? His hands, he put his hands behind, like this, behind the rope. You could see the rope mark on his hands. He's trying to push the rope while they were choking him. His fingers almost severed from both sides, okay? Just like that. His genital was mutilated. His eyes were gouged. His feet had all these electric shocks mark. And the handcuffs marks are all consistent with the government used hand marks and handcuffs and government used torture. If anybody else wanted to take him as a government claim for robbery, why would they torture him for 2 days? Why would they go there on Thursday and open his Facebook page was open on Thursday, and this is, everybody knows that first thing the Mukhabarat in Syria do is let you open your Facebook when you get arrested to see who you're talking to and who you're communicating with.
Hazem,
so he opened his Facebook from Thursday morning.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I was going to say, please do stay with us. I mean, we ourselves have seen some of the pictures that Amnesty International have put in their report, and they are horrific, in fact too horrific for us to show on television. I just want to take a listen to what Amnesty International has said about these cases.
We hope that the work which has come out here, highlighting these horrible deaths in custody cases, would encourage the international community, in particular the Security Council, to condemn in the strongest terms what has happened there, and to refer the situation in the country to the International Criminal Court.
Hazem, how hopeful are you that somebody might one day end up in the International Criminal Court charged with the torture of your brother?
Well, you know, first I want to make it clear. I'm not a member of any political party. I'm not supporting anything. I will never be doing this if it wasn't the death of my brother. And now I don't want any more death in Syria. So I'm going to do my best, and we're all going to do our best. This is going to end up in the international court. That's one. Two, someone somewhere out there should do something. People are dying. 1 person an hour is dying. 4 people an hour are getting arrested. All these missing people, 10,000 missing, they are dead. My brother would have been missing if it wasn't for the lock, okay? Many people like my brother. It's not only my brother. Somebody in the international community, NATO, United Nations, if Assad claims they are armed gang, then let everybody comes in and see them. Somebody get to do something. Too many people dying too often. That's really sad, and someone has to do something about it.
Hazem Al-Halaق, we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about your brother's case. Thank you so much for joining us live there from Philadelphia.
Thank you.